Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going over the study guide for our Unit 5 test. As you can see in the headline, it is the Unit 5 exam study guide. This is for those people that weren't in class today, but also if you want to review anything that we talked about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is number 1. It says evaluate. So anytime we have a number outside of our matrix, sorry, I had a little brain slip there. We're going to multiply everything in the matrix by that number. So we're going to multiply negative 2 by everything inside the matrix. So we should wind up with, in our new matrix, we should wind up with negative 6, because negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Negative 2 times positive 5 is negative 10. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And then lastly, negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. And so that's all we have to do, is multiply everything inside the radical, inside the matrix by our outside factor. So if it's negative or positive, that's what you're going to multiply every term by. All right, number 2. Now, number 2 is an addition problem. First thing we want to look at is they're the same size, so we know they're compatible, so they are defined or possible. But if you notice from the second matrix, you notice we have this 3. So just like we did on number 1, we're going to multiply everything in the matrix, the second matrix only, by positive 3. So I'm going to rewrite the first matrix as 4, 71, 12, and 3. And then the second matrix is going to be 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 20 is 60, and then 3 times 10 is 30. All right? So that's our new matrix, our new matrices. So now all we're going to do is put together our numbers. So we have 4 and 15, and we add them together. Because remember, we have to use the same positions. 4 plus 15 is 9. 4 plus 15 is 19. Next thing we want to talk about is, and I'll try to do a squiggly, is 71 and 12. Well, we know that's going to be 83 when we add them together. Then we'll do a double line for 12 and a double line for 60 to give us 72. And then lastly, a double squiggly for 3 and 30 and get 33. And that's all you have to do. So remember, we only multiply when we have two matrices. If one has a scalar factor or a number outside of it, we have to multiply only that matrix that the number is touching, okay? Number 3, if you notice, there's no numbers, and they are the same shape, so they're both 2 by 2s, so we're just going to do like we did on number 2, except we don't have to multiply anything. So we're going to say negative 4 and positive 5 give us positive 1. Then we're going to do squiggly 6 and squiggly 105 to get 111. Then we'll do double line for 100 and negative 20 to get 80. And then we're going to do double squiggly for negative 15 and negative 7 to get negative 22. All right? So that's number 3. Number 4 is the same concept, except we don't have a plus. We're told right here we need to calculate A and B. So all we're going to do is combine A and B. So since we're adding, now this one has letters or variables in it, so all we're going to do is combine any like terms, which for our purposes on this problem are all going to be numbers. So again, just like we're going to do our lines, we're going to say x plus 5 plus 3. Well, we know x plus 5, the two like terms are 5 and 3, so it becomes, I'm going to just draw it down here, x plus 8, because 5 plus 3 is 8. All right? Actually, let me write it a different way. Hold on one second. In class, I wrote a little different, so I want to use that same thing here. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to write it as combined or almost combined, and then I'll show you what I mean. So because we're adding these, we'll say x plus 5 plus 3. All right? That's our first set of terms. So that's this and this. So I'm going to do my squiggly for 6 and x minus 5. So I'm going to say 6 plus x minus 5. Then I'm going to do my double line for 4 and x minus 6. So I'm going to have 4 plus x minus 6. And then my double squiggly for x minus 6 and 4. So I get x minus 6 plus 4. All right, so all I'm going to do is combine my like terms. So I'm just going to circle those like terms. So 5 and 3 give us x plus 8. 6 and negative 5 give us 1. So we're going to say x plus 1. And then we're going to say 4 and negative 6 give us 2, so negative 2, so it's x minus 2. And then here, negative 6 and positive 4 again give us x minus 2. Now the order of your letters and numbers doesn't matter. Just find one that has the same elements. On the first number, x plus 8, you want to have x plus 8 or 8 plus x. As long as it has a positive x and a positive 8 is your first term, you're good. All right. And then number 5, it asks us for which dimensions should matrix B, a matrix B with the expression A plus B be defined. So basically it's asking us for what dimensions. So here we got to find the dimensions of the first one. So since we're adding, remember they got to be the same. So there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So since we're adding, we want to find the one that has that, which is going to be C. That's the only one where they're the same. When we get to multiplying, you know, they have to be compatible, but we'll get to that later. So that's it for the first video. There's 5 videos because there were 5 pages to this study guide. So bear with me. You can always skip ahead or go to another video if you understood the first page. But again, I'll continue in just a few moments in the next video.